Alright, students, so right now we have understood the basic concepts of integration. Let's look through a few work examples and then we understand it better. Alright, let's get started. Alright, work example 1. So the question goes like this. Now, given that y equals to x bracket x squared minus 3, they want us to show that dy dx can be written in the form of a bracket x squared minus 1. And we need to state the value of x. Okay, let me slow down. So they gave us the equation y equals to x bracket x squared minus 3. This is the function that they gave us, y equals to x bracket x squared minus 3. And they want us to find the dy dx. That means we need to differentiate. So after we differentiate, we can find what is the dy dx. And out of this dy dx, we can actually write it in this form. Something bracket x squared minus 1. So the thing is that in the front, it can be a constant, any number. We're not sure, we just have to differentiate and find out. But the bracket must be the same, entirely the same, exactly the same. X squared minus 1 needs to be exactly the same. The only difference we can have is some other number here, bracket x squared minus 1. So later, then the final step, we need to state the value of a. So let's look at how we can work this out. Alright? So, yes. Given that y equals to x bracket x squared minus 3, we can rewrite this as y equals to x cubed minus 3x. Basically, we are expanding it. You see this y? X times x squared will give me x cubed. X times x squared, x cubed. X times negative 3 will actually give me minus 3x. Right? So, after I expand this, my y will look like x cubed minus 3x. Okay? Then I can differentiate it. So if I were to differentiate it, x cubed, I differentiate, I will get 3x squared. Negative 3x, I differentiate, I will get negative 3. Alright? So my derivative, dy dx, is going to be 3x squared minus 3, as stated here. 3x squared minus 3. Then you realize that I can actually factorize a 3 out. I can take out the 3, I'll be left with x squared minus 1. Right? So then you realize, hey, I actually presented this in an exact form that the question wanted. Something bracket x squared minus 1, which is exactly as stated in the question. So that means my a is actually equals to 3 in this question. Alright? Next. Okay, the part 2 says that, hence, find integral of 3 bracket x squared minus 1 dx. They want us to find this integral, 3 bracket x squared minus 1 dx. So, how do we do that? Let's find out, okay? Yes, differentiate to get this, integrate to give this. Right? So, you realize that in differentiation and integration, they're the reverse process of each other. So if I differentiate x bracket x squared minus 3 to get 3 bracket x squared minus 1, then I can actually integrate 3x squared minus 1 to give me x bracket x squared minus 3. Right? So I can do it both ways. If I integrate this, I'll get this. If I differentiate this on the left, I'll get this. If I were to integrate this back, I can get back my original equation, the function. Right? So therefore, we can declare that if I were to integrate 3 bracket x squared minus 1, I will actually get x bracket x squared minus 3. But I have to plus c. It is an arbitrary number. That means it's going to be a constant. But we just don't know what's the exact number right now. Until we put in a certain value of x, certain value of y, then we know that number. So in this case, we will just put in that imaginary number first, plus c, then later we find it out. So then, to simplify this, we will just get x cubed minus 3x plus c. In this case, they didn't give any x value or y value, so we just leave it in plus c. Got it? Okay, move on, next.